Deseret News Rewind is presented by Highland and Associates. Call them now for a free consultation, 801-754-4240, or go to utah.law. Welcome to Deseret News Rewind. Dusty, Litster, Dane, Stewart, as always, presented by Highland and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
That's right, Dusty. If you have any legal questions, full-service law firm at Highland and Associates, give them a call, 801-754-4240. Tell them you heard us about it from Deseret News Rewind. You'll get a free consultation available.
And Justin Hyman, an old friend,
yeah,
he'll take care of you, I promise you. Let him know Dusty sent you. Yeah. I mean that, too. He'll take care of you. All right, let's go into some of the picks. Last week of the regular season, RPI will be released on Saturday, but you got to win games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Fall break, remember where you are. So let's jump right into this. Region 2 matchup, Cyprus at Kearns.
Boy, interesting one here. Dusty, Kearns pretty much has locked up that region. Cyprus, boy, just been a tough year. New head coach, trying to get things going. Parker Meldrum hasn't had the senior campaign he wanted. I'm going to go with Kearns here to get the victory and seal off Region 2.
Kearns is rolling right along. I mean, you look at the loss of Riverton was a close game as well. And not only that, here's the thing. If this was the old setup, Kearns might not care about this one. But right now, they're sitting at a first-round
this
bye.
matters, yeah.
Yeah, first-round bye in that situation. I'm taking Kearns, too. Afatasi crew are playing so well. And even though West gave them all they could handle, I just don't know that Cyprus has enough in there. Here's a fun one. This is interesting. 3-game skid for Lone Peak. Lone Peak heading to Pleasant Grove to close out the season.
Boy, really interesting. This Pleasant Grove team, you look at the Connors and you look at Caleb Campbell, the quarterback, and they've just found a way to win games. Remember, they were just a couple weeks away from defeating Skyridge. Now, they had a close game this last week against Westlake, but boy, crazy conditions.
Yeah, west side of the lake. I bet Westlake was a blast.
Yeah, literally. Boy, PG's been so good. I didn't see this coming this year. I thought they would be replacing a lot of guys. It would be a bit of a struggle, but they've been humming right along. Can Lone Peak really lose 4 in a row, Dusty? I'm going to go with Pleasant Grove in this one. Really? I am. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings to get it done.
I think teams, I want to say, they didn't play their best game. The defense from Lone Peak is, we know, it got beaten up a little bit against AF. They still had 2 scores. They were on the field a ton in that ball game. I'll take Lone Peak.
Got to get that running game going.
Should be interesting now.
And they, anyway. Hopefully
it's warmer on Wednesday, if that's where we're going to be. How about Highland and Brighton?
Yeah, this will be a fun one, huh? Highland and Brighton, and boy, Brighton, great year for the Bengals this year. I think they're a little under the radar, maybe a little underappreciated in terms of how good they are. Highland, this is a team that put up 60 a couple of weeks ago, and this last week, points were down a little bit by comparison. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun ball game. I'm going to go with the Brighton Bengals in this one. I'm going to take Brighton at home to get the win, but I think this is a real competitive game.
You know, Brighton was the team we were on early in the season, and that Woods Cross game was fun and things like that, but their best games, they have not come up big in them. I'm taking Highland.
All right.
Highland, I think they're going to figure that one out, the Highland Rams on that one. Great rivalry here, Olympus versus Skyline.
We talked about all the points Skyline has been scoring as of late. Can the Olympus defense slow them down? Remember, there is no D in Olympus. Yes, there is. I got the Olympus Titans to slow down Skyline, get the win, win the region.
First of all, congratulations, Scotty Edwards.
Yeah,
offered by
offered
by Utah's new Western school, the Stanford Cardinal, just a couple weeks ago. Congratulations to Scotty Edwards. I'm with you. I'm on Ole. Ole on this one. Ole. Orem at Lehi.
Boy, Lehi, this offense got back on track this last week after being slowed down against Alta. Cooper, going to have to limit the turnovers in this ball game. You have to play a near-perfect game to beat Orem right now because they're running nearly 100% right now. Sewell is a beast. I'm going to go with the Tigers to get the victory.
I think Nephi's, yeah, I'm going Orem. Sewell's on the field. I'm picking the Tigers. Yeah, he's kind of like the new Mike Ditka. Yeah, right there. Springville at Wasatch.
Yeah, fun ball game here. Wasatch, this is a team we haven't talked a lot about, Dusty, but last couple of weeks they've had some really good outings. Springville coming in, great history and tradition they've built up there under Coach Childs. I'm going to go with Wasatch at home to get the job done against Springville, but I think this is a close battle in Region 8.
Could be a fast game. These are two teams that like to run the football. Thackeray has been a stud at Wasatch, and we know what the Springville Red Devils like to do is eye it up and run the football. I'm going Wasatch too. So close to knocking off Salem Hills. I think it's just showing what Coach Coburn's putting in there. He's turned over a lot of talent from last year to this year. I think they can figure that one out. All right, how about this one? The battle here in Ogden. Ben Lomond snapping the losing streak. Ben Lomond and Ogden.
Both teams have one win in region play. This is a great rivalry up north. Going to be played at Weber State. Go check it out Wednesday night. Going to be a fun one. You mentioned Ben Lomond's 6-0 win this last week over Uinta, I believe. And,
yep.
I'm going to go with the Ogden Tigers. I think they've shown the ability to move the football on offense. I'm going to go with Ogden.
I'm with you. I'm with you too. Anybody can beat Uinta. I'm with you. I mean, yeah, take him. But I'm going to go with the Tigers on this one. Sorry,
see, he doesn't have any bias, huh?
Not like I played in these schools every year. Morgan at Grantsville.
Oh, now this is going to be a fun one, Dusty. Now, last week in our scheduled video, I thought Juan Diego might be able to go in. Bit of a sleeper week for Grantsville. No, Grantsville was ready.
They were ready.
They were focused. They're going to have the same thing. They're going to be ready to go for Morgan this week. And a home game for the Cowboys. But that Morgan defense is just so good. I'm going to go with Morgan, but I think this is a really, really close battle.
Yeah, I want to go Trojans this one, but for the sake of being different, I'll go Cowboys.
All right.
I'll ride them. Cowboy up this weekend, boys. Let's get that one done. All right, here's the big one. Corner Canyon at American Fork.
Dusty, I'll tell you this. I mean, American Fork over the years, they've had great displays on offense during the regular season, and sometimes that has slowed down a little bit as the season has gotten cold. I know last year they made a deep run in the state playoffs, and it was a very, very good team. New quarterback with Madsen. I was kind of curious how they would handle. There's not going to be a colder week than what we had this last week, and it did not affect them. They played really, really well, including up front. Can they bring that same intensity against Corner Canyon? I'm sure they can. But I don't know if they can slow down the scoring prowess of the Chargers. I'm going to go with Corner Canyon in this ballgame, but I think this has potential to be close.
It could be close. I think AF, they got to run the football. Gregory's got to hold on to the football. They got to take care of the football. Young Madsen, got to take care of the ball. But it won't matter. CC. I'll go Corner Canyon.
Let me give you a name to watch for in this one. Bodie Schoonover. Watch out for Schoonover on that AF defense.
Failed to mention, he just got back as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Had the sacks at the end of that game, too. It's going to be a good one. Going to have a fun week, final week of the season. Brackets come out next week. Hit us up on Twitter. What do you think of our picks? Love to hear from you. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us, watching Deseret News Rewind on Deseret.com.